In the lush kingdom of N'DALA, where the rivers sang songs of old and the hills whispered secrets of the ancestors, lived a healer named Kofi and his wife, Amani. Their home was a sanctuary of wisdom and peace, known throughout the land. Their daughter, N'DALA, was their pride and joy, a symbol of their love and teachings. From an early age, N'DALA was taught the importance of purity and virtue. Her parents instilled in her a deep respect for herself and others. Kofi often told her, "Purity is not just about the body, but about the heart and mind. It is the essence of one's spirit." N'DALA grew into a beautiful young woman, her presence as graceful as the gentle breeze that rustled through the leaves of N'DALA's ancient trees. She was kind, compassionate, and always willing to lend a hand to those in need. Her parents' teachings had not only shaped her character but had also earned her the admiration and respect of the villagers. Kofi and Amani hoped that one day, N'DALA would marry a man who would cherish her as they did. They believed that her chastity was a sacred gift for her future husband, a symbol of her purity and integrity. N'DALA embraced these values, not out of obligation, but because she saw the wisdom in them. The village of N'DALA was a close-knit community, where everyone knew each other. News traveled quickly, and tales of N'DALA's beauty and virtue reached even the farthest corners of the kingdom. Among those who heard these tales was Prince Aid, the noble son of King Jabori. Intrigued by the stories of N'DALA, he resolved to meet her. But before the prince could make his intentions known, N'DALA's life took an unexpected turn. It all began when she started her apprenticeship with Maisha, the village weaver. Maisha's weaving shop was a vibrant place, filled with colorful fabrics and the rhythmic sounds of looms. N'DALA found joy in the craft, her nimble fingers creating intricate patterns that told stories of the land and its people. It was here, amidst the threads and dyes, that she met Kisi. Kisi was unlike anyone N'DALA had ever met. With her fiery spirit and infectious laughter, she brought a breath of fresh air into the weaving shop. Her eyes sparkled with mischief, and her carefree attitude was a stark contrast to N'DALA's reserved nature. Despite their differences, the two young women quickly became friends. Kisi admired N'DALA's grace and kindness, while N'DALA was drawn to Kisi's boldness and vivacity. They spent their days weaving together, sharing stories and dreams. In the evenings, they would walk home side by side, their laughter echoing through the village streets. Kisi's life was not as structured as N'DALA's. She lived alone in a small house that had belonged to her late grandmother. Her father, Jabori, was a figure shrouded in mystery and fear. Rumors whispered that he was a sorcerer, a man who wielded dark powers. But Kisi rarely spoke of him, and N'DALA never pressed her for details. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, N'DALA and Kisi walked home together. They spoke of their dreams and hopes, their voices mingling with the sounds of the night. "N'DALA," Kisi said suddenly, her tone serious, "promise me we will always be friends, no matter what happens." N'DALA smiled, her heart warmed by the sincerity in Kisi's voice. "I promise, Kisi. We will always be friends." As the days turned into weeks, N'DALA and Kisi's friendship deepened. They became inseparable, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. N'DALA found herself opening up to Kisi in ways she had never done with anyone else. She shared her fears, her hopes, and her dreams, trusting Kisi completely. Kisi, in turn, confided in N'DALA about her own struggles. She spoke of her father, Jabori, and the dark reputation that surrounded him. Despite the fear and suspicion that the villagers harbored towards her family, Kisi remained resilient and hopeful. One day, while they were working at the weaving shop, Kisi told N'DALA about a young man she had met. His name was Boju, and he was unlike anyone she had ever known. He was charming and handsome, with a smile that could light up the darkest room. Kisi's eyes sparkled as she spoke of him, and N'DALA could see that her friend was deeply in love. "Do you think he feels the same way about you?" N'DALA asked, her tone gentle. Kisi nodded, a dreamy look in her eyes. "I believe he does. He has promised to marry me one day." N'DALA smiled, happy for her friend. "I hope he treats you well, Kisi. You deserve nothing less." As their friendship flourished, so did N'DALA's reputation in the village. Prince Aid, who had been quietly observing her, decided it was time to make his intentions known. He approached N'DALA's parents, expressing his desire to court their daughter. Kofi and Amani were overjoyed. They believed that Prince Ade was a suitable match for N'DALA, a man who would cherish and respect her. They informed N'DALA of the prince's interest, and although she was flattered, she felt a twinge of uncertainty. That evening, N'DALA confided in Kisi about the prince's proposal. Kisi's eyes widened with excitement. A prince, N'DALA. This is a dream come true. N'DALA smiled, but her heart was heavy with doubt. I don't know, Kisi. What if he's not the right one for me? Kisi took N'DALA's hand in hers, her grip firm. Trust your heart, N'DALA. It will never lead you astray. With Kisi's words echoing in her mind, N'DALA decided to give the prince a chance. Little did she know that her life was about to take a dramatic turn, one that would test the strength of her friendship with Kisi and challenge everything she believed in. One warm evening, N'DALA's mother, Amani, was visited by her old friend Zuri. Zuri was a respected elder in the village, known for her wisdom and keen insight. She had heard whispers about Kisi's family and came to share her concerns. Amani, I must speak with you about N'DALA's new friend, Kisi, Zuri began, her voice serious. Amani frowned, worried by the tone of Zuri's voice. What is it, Zuri? Is something wrong? Zuri nodded gravely. There are troubling rumors about Kisi's father, Jabori. They say he is a sorcerer who practices dark magic. I fear for N'DALA's safety and well-being. Amani's heart sank. She had always trusted N'DALA's judgment, but the thought of her daughter being influenced by dark forces was unsettling. What should we do, Zuri? Zuri took Amani's hands in hers. You must warn N'DALA about the dangers of associating with Kisi. She needs to understand the gravity of the situation. When N'DALA returned home that evening, Amani sat her down and relayed Zuri's concerns. N'DALA listened patiently, but her mind was made up. Mema, I understand your worries, but Kisi is my friend. She has shown me nothing but kindness. I cannot abandon her based on rumors, N'DALA said firmly. Amani sighed, knowing her daughter was resolute. Just be careful, N'DALA. Remember that not everyone is as they seem. N'DALA nodded, appreciating her mother's concern. She promised to stay vigilant, but her loyalty to Kisi remained unwavering. The following day, N'DALA met Kisi at the weaving shop, and they resumed their work. The atmosphere was light and filled with laughter, but N'DALA's mind was preoccupied with her mother's warning. She decided to share the conversation with Kisi, hoping for clarity. Kisi, my mother spoke to me about your father, N'DALA began hesitantly. She mentioned some troubling rumors about him. Kisi's expression darkened, and she paused her weaving. I know what people say about my father, N'DALA, but you have to understand, he is not what they think. He may have made mistakes, but he is not a monster. N'DALA reached out, touching Kisi's arm. I believe you, Kisi. But my mother is worried, and she asked me to be cautious. Kisi's eyes softened. I appreciate your honesty, N'DALA. It means a lot that you trust me. Let's just focus on our work and our friendship. We can't control what others think.
Thank you for watching our channel. To continue watching this story, kindly click on the link below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting stories like this.